kids, today I am teaching you the fantastic method and concepts in our first chapter of genetics. I am doing this in the level of the entrance, so it will be helpful for that of the plus 2 students and for that of the NEET repeater students. And I am already uploaded a video on that of the important points from this chapter genetics. And try to focus on this class. You must focus on my class, and then you will be surely can attempt the questions from this section. So you don't worry. So let's start. The principles of inheritance and variation. In our chapter, the first we are dealing with that of the term what? Yeah, genetics. So what is mean by genetics? Yeah, the genetics is the study of heredity and variation. It is the study of heredity and variations. Then, what do you mean by heredity? It is the similarity between the parents and the offspring. The similarity between the parents and offspring is named as to be what? Heredity. And the difference between that of the parents and offspring is named as to be variation. Clear? In terms of its character, it can be differentiated. Clear? Heredity and variation. Then, who is known as to be the father of genetics? About genetics, what? Who is the father of genetics? Father of genetics. It is Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. I'm already uploaded a video on this Mendel's years. He was born in that of the 1822 in Austria, and he started his experiments in that of the 1856 and ended experiments in 1863, and he done the experiments in that of the pea plant. Pea plant, scientific name what? Pisum sativum. Thus he done 7 years of experiment he done, and he published his results in that of the 1865. These are already mentioned in that video. Please watch it. I'm sharing that link in that of the description box. Okay, so let me start about that of the contrasting character which is mentioned by that of the Mendel. So the Mendel selected some characters. Mendel selected some characters. They are contrasting characters. Contrasting characters. And which are these contrasting characters? To memorize that, I am sharing a idea, that is a trick, that is gravity. Gravity. Please remember these words. Then you should be able to answer the questions from this contrasting character. I'm sure. So the character which was mentioned here is the green. G means green. R means round. A means axial, the flower position. V means violet. I means inflated. The T means tall. And the last one, Y means yellow. Okay, I'm detailing share it. While considering, I'm here wrote a table. So first is about the character, and the character should be of two types, that is dominant character which was expressed and the recessive which is not expressed. So first is about the dominant and the second is about a recessive. Okay. Then remember the word gravity. 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 Then yeah, I'm already told green, round, axial, violet, inflated, tall, and the last one yellow. These are dominant characters. And what the characters are? Yeah, first one is about the pod color. Pod color. Second is about the seed shape. So the dominant pod color is green and the recessive is yellow. Just opposite. Seed shape, round, and the opposite one is wrinkled. Then third the character is flower position. Axial is the dominant and recessive character is terminal. Then fourth one is flower color. That is violet is the dominant and the recessive one is white. Fifth character is pod shape. Dominant one is inflated and the recessive one is constricted. Sixth one, height. Tall, then dwarf. Seventh one, seed color. It is yellow, just opposite to that what? Green. It is recessive here. So please remember this table by using that of the trick gravity. Clear? Yes. Then 7 years of experiment he done from 1856 to 1863 and he died in that of the 1884. So okay, let's come with that of one more year. 1884 he died. Then his experiments was rediscovered by that of the 3 and they are Karl Correns, von Schellmark, and Hugo de Vries. These 3 were rediscovered the Mendel's experiment in the year 1900. Clear? The rediscovery of Mendel's experiment is done by these 3 persons. Okay, clear? Then next is about the monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So after that, before I'm discussing that, I should be discussed about that of the mutation theory, which I am already discussed in that previous video. So mutation theory was proposed by that of the Hugo de Vries. Okay, next I'm dealing with that of the Mendel's experiment. Monohybrid, dihybrid. Okay, so Mendel's experiments. Under this topic, we first mentioning about monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. So what do you mean by monohybrid cross? Yeah, it is the cross which is based on only one pair of contrasting character. Clear? Only one pair of contrasting characters are mentioning. Okay. For example, tall, cross, dwarf. Clear? The Mendel selected a pure tall plant and it is crossed with that of the pure dwarf plant in the first filial generation, that is F1 generation. So F1 generation is called first filial generation. The first filial generation. And all the offspring becomes tall. As a result of this, all of them become tall. And he then allowed them for self-fertilization. So in the second step, he done self-fertilization and he done it with that of the tall, and he got the result as in the ratio of 3:1. So detailedly explain. First he done tall, cross, dwarf. That is T, capital T, small t. Then in F1 generation he got what? Capital T, small t. It is tall. Then he self-fertilized it. That is capital T, small t, capital T, small t, and result in the formation of what? In the F2 generation he got what? Yeah, we can. This is called pedigree chart. So from these two gamete, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So capital T, TT, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t. Okay, here the two capital T's representing tall, two small t representing dwarf. But if the capital T and small t comes together, it represents the tall. So it is in the ratio 3:1. That is 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf plants. Clear? In this cross, from this cross, the Mendel formulated the law of unit factor or the law of unit characters. That is, it is a law which is according to this law, that is law of unit factor or called unit character, law of unit character. And according to this law, each character is controlled by the pair of factors. And during the gamete formation, half of these factors will be selected to each gamete. Clear? Once again, according to this law, each character is controlled by. Okay, I am writing here. According to this law, each character, specifically height or pod shape, pod color, okay, that is mean by character. So each character is contributed by the pair of factors, and during these gamete formation, what happens there? Yeah, during the gamete formation, half of these factors will be selected to that of the each gamete. Half of the factors, okay, only half. Clear? Yes. So from this we get capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t in the ratio of 3:1. From this theory, he also got that of the another theory, that is another what called, yes, law, that is law of dominance. Law of dominance. It is important. Law of dominance. According to this law, when the two different factors remains together, one will be expressed and other will be suppressed. And the expressed character is called what? Dominant. If it consider the take, for example, in the case of the tall, the character height, TT. Here one will be expressed, that is tall, and another will be suppressed, that is dwarf character. That is really mentioned in that by law of dominance. So according to this law, when the two different factors remains together, one will be expressed and other will be suppressed. So the expressed character is called what? Dominant, and the suppressed factor is called what? Recessive. Clear? Then during the selfing of F1 generation, here selfing of F1 generation take place. During the selfing of F1 generation, another law is created, and that law is called what? From selfing, a law is created, and that law is law of segregation. Law of segregation. I'm just explaining it. The law of segregation. According to this law, when the two different factors remains together during gamete formation, they will be separated without any mixing. Clear? When, for example, capital T, small t. And these two different factors when remains together during gamete formation, what happened? They will be separated without any mixing. Capital T, small t, they will be separated without any mixing. Okay, capital T gamete, small t gamete. And this law is also known as what? Law of purity of gamete. This law, another name is law of purity of gamete. Law of purity of gamete. Another name for law of segregation. Next is about some terms, that is homozygous, heterozygous, phenotype and genotype. Okay. First one is about homozygous. When the factors are similar, clear, that is capital T or small t, small t. Here factors are similar. So if the factors are similar, then it can be called as homozygous. Okay, clear? Factors are same. Then heterozygous. What do you mean by heterozygous? If the factors are different, that is capital T, small t, if the factors are different or dissimilar, it is called heterozygous. Next term is about phenotype. What do you mean by phenotype? It is very important, the phenotype and the genotype in this genetics chapter. So phenotype, which means expression of the character. Okay, phenotypical character, physical character. So what? Expression of character. Then genotype means representation of genes or factor. Representation of gene or factor. And here, while discussing about the monohybrid gene or factor, while discussing about that of the monohybrid course, we can see the 3:1. Yeah, it is about the tall and dwarf. So it is phenotypical ratio. Phenotypical ratio is 3:1. And what is about the genotypical ratio? Genotypical ratio is what? The capital T and 2 capital T small t and then small t small t. So 1:2:1 is the genotypical ratio in the monohybrid cross, and the phenotypical ratio is 3:1 in the monohybrid cross. Then the last one is about allele. Allele. What do you mean by allele? The two alternative genes of a common character. For example, the capital T and the small t. Capital T and the small t are alleles of the height. Clear? These are alleles of what? Height. And the capital G and the small g are what? Alleles of pod color. So, alleles are the two alternative genes of a common character. Clear? So, according to this Mendel, each character has two alleles. But later this concept has changed. Okay. I am stopping this video because time is over. Okay. Thank you. Please share to this video to that of the NEET repeaters and +2 students. Okay. Thank you.